So earlier I had told you about how I lost my Cajun grandmother and how French was kind of ripped out from in me. And I wanted to go on a mission to get that back for myself and for my family. So we went to Nova Scotia and we did a 5-week French immersion program there. So that's mostly where my French comes from, other than growing up and hearing a few words here and there. But whenever I did get home, I did do I think the Cajun Music Association did some kind of French thing with Kirby Jambon. And I went to it, and then I started to learn the differences from Nova Scotia and here. And so then whenever I write my songs, I try to, I incorporate a little bit of both. But it was very meaningful for us to do that. My husband actually, we talked about Poisson Rouge. He only knew, I think Grand Poisson was all he can say. His family's half Mexican. So, and he grew up, here, so speaking English, same thing. So all the people at our dorms and stuff, they would laugh about that because he could say Grand Poisson, and that was it. My French was a little bit better, so I could start talking to people. But anyways, he practiced every morning. He actually proposed in French on Louisiana night in front of everybody. So we had a great time. But coming on home, I told you how I realized that my students in Iraq were suffering the same heartache that I was, because they're also losing their grandparents. Everybody loves their grandparents. I mean, parents are great, but grandparents, they're grand for a reason. So anyways, I realized that I had to do my part to bring it to my students, because a lot of these grandparents, some even speak French, but they refuse to speak French to their children and to their grandchildren. Actually, my best friend that's sitting out in the crowd, she told me, my mom speaks French. Did you know that? Most of us, our parents are in the lost generation. They weren't taught French. And then, to us, it makes us mad. Like, what? You were hiding this from me? Why would you not speak French to me? Now I'm losing my culture. But our grandparents were humiliated for speaking French. They were punished. They had to write, I will not speak French, I will not speak French, over and over and over again. If that would happen today, that is racism. Racism against the Cajun culture. And it makes me very, very upset that our government 100 years ago let that happen to Americanize the French population of Louisiana. So if our government is responsible for the loss of our culture through humiliation, then I think it's only fair that our government give it back to us. That's how I feel as an English-speaking Cajun. Yeah, I have an accent, but I want to speak French. So we need to push our government for these French immersion programs, because it's not going to happen at home. It's gone. It's not going to happen. We need to have French in schools, and we need to bring our French heritage back. So the title of our album, our little mini album we just released, is called Rise Up, because I want to encourage you and hopefully inspire you French-speaking people, to rise up and save our culture. Take it back. It's ours. It's not theirs. It's not the government's. It's ours. And so it's our obligation to bring it back for our families. This is called La Louisiana. I hope you enjoy. Louisiana, ain't no getting better. You can find us gone hard in any weather. In the flood, in the rain, the hail, the sleet, the snow. You just put some Zydeco in your gumbo. Down in Louisiana, we don't turn the lights out. Zydeco in at the blue moon when the night's out. Straight out of UL, we raise a lot of hell. Eh, parlez français, tout le jour, ma belle. Raise one hand for Louisiana. My roots run deep when I'm stopped in the wetland. Si vous voulez français, take a step. Our ancestors crying for La Louisiane. say wash French right out of your mouth, cause time to step up and take back what's ours. No more living like a victim with these whitewashed cars. Let's go Louisiana, show me how to two-step, and when the music ends then you can catch your breath. We do this thing that they don't understand, so if you from Louisiana, raise one hand. Raise one hand for Louisiana. My roots run deep way down south in the westland. Si vous voulez français, take the step. Our ancestors crying for la Louisiane. Y'all give it up for my husband, Greg Griffin on bass, all the way from Alexandria. We got him in Perry, down south. Scott Domain in the back on drums, also known as the Cajun comedian Nunk Shaws. Taking a solo, Jude Pryor from Karen Crew. On backup guitar, Mr. Jason Harrington from Abbeville. My accordion friend, Mr. Bradley Gale from Livonia. Y'all give it up. And I am Kylie Vise Griffin, and we are Poisson Rouge. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Y'all sing it with me. Here